Whatever problem or challenge you are facing in your life right now, it is part of a story. And today I'm here to invite you to participate in the writing of my second book. And the second book is going to be called temporarily The End of Your Story. And it is going to be a mind-blowing guide to radically shift your story without any manifestation technique, visualization, any self-help or therapeutic tool, basically with zero effort. What I did for my first book, I created an online journal where I was posting some snippets and little pieces from my book as I was writing. And you guys were helping me so much by simply giving any feedback, any requests for clarifications, any of your experiences. So I would love to do this with this book as well. And so I'm leaving you a link to go to my journal here in the description of this video. And this book, just like the first one, How to Achieve Nothing, is gonna be pretty radical. It's gonna be about your direct looking from your first-hand experience, your most persistent, your most painful, persistent story that's been maybe repeating in your life will simply shift just by reading. And you will discover by the time you get to the end of the book that the struggle, the trying is completely, it's not only that it doesn't do anything, well, it actually does something. What it does is that it perpetuates the story. The more we struggle, and really it's just a mental struggle. It has nothing to do what we create in life. It's a mental struggle in trying to figure it out, constantly looking for, like trying to predict situations and predict people, analyze things. And so this is this struggle. We're trying to change it. We're so desperately trying to improve our situation that it is the struggle that basically keeps the situation, the most persistent limiting story. It keeps it in place. And you may notice that maybe you have done some self-improvement, some therapy, and there is these parts of your life where simply they just don't shift. They stay somehow stuck or stagnant, or you're just plateauing. And so that's exactly the story we're gonna be looking. And all we're gonna do, instead of trying to change these things, instead of trying to change myself, my thoughts, anything on the outside, we simply shift our identity. We shift the identity from the one who is experiencing the story, which is the main character, the hero of the story, and we shift into who you truly are. And looking at the story from that perspective. And so when you do that, it's so powerful that the story simply loses this juice, that it perpetuates it. It loses the resistance, the struggle, because there's just nobody there to be struggling anymore. And therefore the story shifts very radically. Not how we think it should, it's just going to be a very radical, different shift. In other words, miracles happen. So I am super excited to connect with you on Substack in my online journal. There's also a new feature for chatting, so I hope I'll be using that one too. But for now, just today I posted a little snippet, a little introduction to this book. So I would love your feedback. If you're gonna read it, then comment, let me know what you think, what is your experience, if you have any ideas. And then I'll just be posting as I'm writing, and hopefully we can finish this before too long. I give myself maybe a couple of months to finish it, and the editing process, so really it shouldn't be too long. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for any of your help. Also, perhaps I would like to say that the first book, How to Achieve Nothing, was really about business, non-duality, putting it together. It was more about the illusion of time as a story. With this book, it's more about personal relationships. So it's that struggle that we put into our relationships, which is pretty much in any area of your life. And relationships, whether even if it is about, for example, money or financial situation, there's always situations with relationships that keeps us in that story. So if you are ready to stop struggling and trying to figure it out just in your thoughts, in your thinking, and trying to do certain techniques and visualizations or meditations, just trying, and are curious about how to create miracles in your life without any effort, then follow me on Substack in my journal. Help me to shape this book and we'll see where it goes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you tremendously throughout this journey. So I hope I'll see you there.